Mace Hammertime. Mace Hammertime. Mace Hammertime. Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour Show.
Welcome to the Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour. Introducing your host, a man who needs no introduction, the living legend. He's a fighter, action star, male model, part-time baker, and sweet love maker. His victories too vast to count, his defeats stand at zero. He's the one, the only, the deadliest man in the known universe, Mace Hammertime. With your co-host, expert in training, Ronnie J. And the all-knowing, all-seeing Deuce Almighty. So strap in and get ready for the greatest show in combat sports, the Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour.
Action! Aloha, everybody.
Aloha. Hello, friends.
All right, welcome. This is Mace Hammertime, the deadliest man in the known universe, with the Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour show. It's the best one we've ever done, I think. So we're here partying at the Beach Villa as usual. We got Tuffy 5K kicking back, enjoying some of the cataract medicine, and getting into the zone here for an amazing show. As Ronnie J said, you said the UFC's back.
The UFC is back. It's gonna be crazy.
Back in action. Now, what makes you say that,
Bro? Because it's gonna be a good year of fights, honestly.
Yes, yeah, we got
my God.
I think 2023 is going to be a great year, period, because I like the number 2023. You know, if you had 2 + 2 + 3 = 7, and 7 is the magic number. So, yes, 2023, a year of prosperity for all of us. Probably some belts, a lot of belts.
Yes.
A lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears going to go into this one on our side because we're living the Hammer Time way, 24/7, 2023 all the way. But as far as the professional fight game goes, you've come to the right place. We are the experts in all things combat sports. So when you want to know something, you talk to us. I'm the insider's insider. I pretty much started the UFC back in the old days. Anyway, I gave Dana White a bunch of ideas. All the fighters have come to me. I'm probably the most trusted expert. Just got done training with Yuri Prohashka, running up mountains and stuff like that, getting his shoulder back in action. So shout out to Yuri.
How's he doing?
He's doing just fine. I'm sure he's going to be back after I got him on the diet of the Hammer Time way, and he knows what's up. I think it's his shoulder will be back. So anyway, besides that, what do you think? What do we got going on for the show today? What are we talking?
Honestly, I want to start it off with the 16-man open weight Muay Thai championship.
Well.
He said young.
Okay, let's set the stage for this. What are we talking about here?
One championship, we talk about it all the time. Probably the best striking promotion. Period.
I think it's probably the best all around product as far as it's really martial arts based.
It is martial arts based.
It's not a showy. It is. I mean, they do a great job. It's high production value, all those things, but it's an Asian based thing, and I think that's less different. It's a different crowd.
It is a different crowd.
A more knowledgeable crowd, if we're being honest.
Yes.
I'd say it also culturally it's not the same, but it's also high level. So anyway, but what is this all about? This Muay Thai tournament?
So it's open weight, meaning
big, little.
It means no fucking limit.
That's pretty much the way that's the only way I like it. So all right, so who's all expecting to participate in
so
this?
far? A few people stepped out like Rod Tang, John Haggerty, Liam Harrison. I feel like, but like
notice they haven't called me. Of course,
they know what's up.
They know what's up. They know I'm retired anyway, so I wouldn't want to throw off the betting and everything. It'd ruin it for everyone. It'd be basically a one-man tournament. So anyway, so they've got some names there. Plus, none of those guys are undefeated. No.
But it's open weight, and they haven't put all of the facts out. They're just saying that they are doing this and they are planning on it, and it's $1 million prize,
bro.
Oh my God! What if like Alistair Overeem's like, cool, I'm in.
Yo.
Open weight. He's like, yep. I'll see you there.
I think he lose the right.
It's $1 million. No, dude, it's $1 million tournament. It'd be like, yep. It's gonna be a bunch of big dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's
I hope they do two different tournaments and they
then it's
cap
not
the weight.
then it's not open weight. Then it's totally bullshit.
Yeah,
so
it's
And
either-
then just
different.
make them two people go against each other. Or
I
something.
think here's how it's gonna go.
Jesus.
I think there's gonna be a bunch of giant dudes who sign up. But I think what one's going to do is they're saying it's gonna be open weight, but they're gonna kind of make it they're gonna be smart about
the
it being between like 140 and 205.
Yeah.
Because it would be, you could put Alistair Overeem against Super Ted or whatever his name is, and fucking Rotang, and he would probably give them a hard time.
Yeah, no.
He's
Definitely,
huge.
Definitely.
He's huge. So anyway, but
their technique.
I know he'd probably still lose, but it wouldn't be easy for him. So anyway, but it sounds cool.
They honestly just put this out a few days ago, but they will be doing this and they will be giving some more details soon.
What's next? The one battle royale,
Bro.
Honestly,
the one Royal Rumble.
that would be nice.
That'd
But
be
I'm
awesome.
honestly
Hell in
expecting
a
it
cell.
to be like 115 to like 170 or like 155,
Yeah.
and then like 170 to like 205, and then
That's
just a big
fair.
Well, you know what they
That's
should just,
fair.
if they really want to do it right, it's 205 and under, 205 and over. That's what they did
Yeah.
old UFC style. That I'd be like, okay, that's enough of an open weight.
or
for
like
me.
185.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
somewhere in that range would be fine. But you know, it'd be rad. How about like a UFC tag team? Like you could tag out if you're in trouble,
Yes.
and then the
Oh
guy
my
comes in, he's
gosh.
all fresh.
Bro,
He
there's not
starts,
enough
he
like
starts like hyping the crowd up. The other guy's
Yeah.
like, he's legitimately like, no, and he can't get to his corner to tag his guy.
Oh my
That would be the
God.
raddest shit ever. That would be so rad.
bro. There's a lot of showmanship in martial arts, but there's not enough fun in martial arts.
Exactly.
sometimes.
You know
That's
what?
why people like that fight circus shit.
Maybe
Mhm.
with Hammer Time's next billion, I'll take that and invest it into a crazy fight league like that.
Yeah.
That'd be the
Let's
greatest.
do it.
You'd probably have to do it someplace on a private island, which we have. Oh, let's start planting those seeds.
Let's do
I'm
it.
sure
Let's do
Dana
it.
will steal it. Anyway, so I cannot wait to see that. Honestly, is it going to be a 16-man tournament in one night?
No.
Oh, that would
Their
be-
Yeah, they don't
tournaments-
do that anymore.
Their
That would be
tournaments are
cool.
Typically, over like 6 months.
I know. Then sometimes guys will get replaced and
That-
hurt. It's really
That's
strange.
what ruined this
I-
last Grand Prix.
Yo, I like that fact that people get replaced.
But they could do
Yeah,
they
like-
could do a 16-man in one night. And it's like winner takes it all, baby. Who's willing to go?
Yeah.
Can you fight or
You gotta
not?
give them more money than that.
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
I
But how
think.
about if after the fight, no matter who wins or loses, if the next guy who wins can't continue, the guy who loses can, he gets to go on.
Facts.
Let's go. I love that.
I feel that.
Like,
I
yo,
feel
you
that.
lost, but yo, you actually lost. You can't even walk after the fight. So I guess I'm going on. Because if this is a real like if we're talking like attrition, let's let him go.
Yeah.
I would love a tournament like that.
Me as well.
And even if a guy in another bracket gets hurt and there's a guy that lost, he can get into there too and still go. As long as you can keep fighting,
Mhm.
you keep going all the way to the top. I would love that. Like a tournament of attrition, one night only, last man standing. Could be 10 fights in one night.
like the K1 Grand Prix back
So
in
I'm
the
gonna be
day.
fucking rad, dude. They got to bring this like no holds barred shit back. Everything but dick punches. We're good.
You ever compete in K1 Mace?
They won't. I've never competed in sanctioned events. I'm too dangerous ever since that incident over in Shanghai. Anyway, I won't get into that. But
Yeah, so one championship also has a card on Friday, so tomorrow night. It starts at 8 p.m.
that's on Prime.
That's on Prime.
Prime got it going on.
Yeah,
Amazon's
for
about to
real.
take over everything.
And if it's not on Prime, it's typically on like they have an app and it's like free on the app.
I wonder what happens when the ESPN contract runs out for the UFC. When does that run out? Do you think you could find that out?
For sure.
Yeah, it's got to run. It's got to
shit.
be coming up soon though.
Nah.
It happens like every.
It's like
8
every like
years?
5 or something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
'Cause
And then
there's-
the Venom is like a year or two after.
Yeah, so the
Um,
sponsorship kind of rolls from one thing to another, but they're gonna have to redo the television thing at some point, and who gets the rights to that? I'm sure that it's gonna be insanely competitive. I think that Dana White, I think ESPN's an interesting company to work for because it's actually Disney.
yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to try and break free from that and maybe go with a different.
This year is the final year, and
Wow.
the UFC is open to Disney making some renewals.
Okay, so it's about
They
money.
might.
So there's I wonder how much that's
I
going
don't
to
know.
listen. I wonder how much the value of the UFC is going to go up after this, because they're going to renegotiate television rights, and that changes everything again. And, and the last one was probably for hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe even more.
You think they'll ever go back to Fox?
They'll go whoever pays them the most. They
You
don't
think
give a
Fox
shit.
will pay them?
They're going to fight for it. I'm sure. They're
I
going to go
know
for it.
it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, but you
I
know,
hope
like,
Fox gets it.
yeah, but
man.
you know what he's
Like,
gonna-
I want to be able to see shit on TV.
You know who's going to get it? Amazon.
Amazon.
That would be insane, bro.
Amazon's just going to buy everything up. It's going to be between Amazon and Disney, because Disney's market is crashing right now. If you guys aren't sure about or haven't heard about this, but their stocks, they've lost billions, probably 500 billion this last year. Disney lost lots of money because they bought up the Marvel universe, they bought up everything, and then all those MCUs falling apart as well.
Yeah.
So financially, Disney's in complete panic mode right now because their movies have they've sucked. Regardless,
They just keep remaking the same
Ant-Man's
fucking
not about
movies,
to.
bro.
they've gotten too big where they're just, it's like people are starting to notice the lack of quality as opposed to
It's not even just quality; it's a lack of overall creativity.
Well, that's really ultimately what people are seeing right now. So that being said, Disney is hemorrhaging money right now, so they may not even have money to put in the greatest bid at all for the UFC. Now, you know, I've been to businessman school and traded some stocks and stuff, and so Disney would need to really redo their whole company, and I don't think UFC is going to be a top priority for them coming after a year like this. I mean, they're in. I've watched some couple things in the past few days, and they're in deep shit. Regardless, who would be next? Fox, Amazon. Fox, I don't know if it's going to be able to outbid Amazon.
They wouldn't.
Yeah, Amazon, or who else would get them? Who, Amazon or Apple?
That would be the craziest.
I don't think that's Apple's thing, but I
Apple
definitely
TV,
see Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon for sure.
I definitely see Amazon
or Facebook, because Mark Zuckerberg loves UFC, and that
and he's kind of been mixed into
That's
MMA,
what I was about to
and
say.
they may just create a completely separate thing too, because
and
they
have it run through an app or some shit.
Yeah,
You
because
have to use
yes,
the
and get
app.
everything, because the future of media is changing.
In the balance. No,
It's changing. It's all digital, and it's going back from traditional cables, just bouncing from traditional cable to your thing now, because you have Sling TV, all these different things, because they're all just cable.
YouTube TV.
It's all just cable, and so now there's 8 million of those to choose from, and you're like, well, which one of these do I get the best service from? So then it's just going to keep on stacking on its head over and over again. It doesn't matter. But I don't think that ESPN keeps it. I don't think the UFC needs ESPN. I don't think they need a pair, because Dana White likes his ability to do whatever he wants, obviously.
Yeah.
And so when you work for ESPN, there's some restrictions with that. I think that within ESPN, UFC operates as an independent entity, probably on its own for a lot of. I think Dana White has a lot of say in what happens there. You know. So anyway, enough of that. That's an interesting thing to think about and some people to talk about. So
I just wanted to wrap up the one championship card.
Sure.
So again, Friday, Superbon as the main card. He's fighting Chingiz Alazov. Superlet Kaimu 9 is fighting Daniel Puertas. Mike Musameshi in a submission grappling world championship match is fighting Gunther.
That little dorky guy?
Yeah,
the
dorky dude from Joe Rogan. Bayan Duran, he's going against Mikey Musameshi.
Dorky assassin.
I'm actually really excited for the Stamp Fairtex fight, this MMA fight against Anissa.
She's such a good MMA fighter.
I like Anissa as well.
Yeah.
This match is gonna be really fucking good.
What do those ladies weigh?
Adam weighs 115 or 105.
105. Wow. Nice. I like that they have a smaller weight class too, because I think there's a lot of women that miss out on that. There's a lot of 100-pound women out there.
There are.
Nah, facts. They be fast as shit too. If there was a 105 division, Michelle Watterson would finally be champion. She actually was champion 105 and Invictus.
Yeah. Fighting a 100-pound woman is like fighting an angry 12-year-old boy. Like, wow, it's crazy. And you're like, you're kind of tough, but hey, leave me alone. Sucks.
A few sneaky fights that they have on here. Rotang is fighting.
Oh yeah, they're down there. Yeah.
Yes, it's insane. Gary Town is fighting. And then Supergirl Anna Drunsak is fighting.
I like the way they
as
call
well.
themselves like super, like that. Like,
Yeah,
hell
like-
fucking yeah, super.
They all have
The
their
fuck
own like,
outta
fight
here.
nicknames. Yeah.
Fucking super.
Fight nicknames contained in their name.
Oh, you're
their
Superman.
name.
I'm Super Lek, brother.
And Super Bond.
Super Bond. Just add a super to something. I love that.
For real.
I wonder if that's bestowed upon you though, or they're like you can just call yourself that.
I don't know. It got,
I don't like when
My
people
name
give.
would be Atomic Kick.
Yeah, I mean, like I
That's
said,
valid.
I said before, not everybody can be born with awesome names like us. I mean, Mace Hammertime, it's just
Yeah.
gift.
Deuce Almighty.
Yeah.
It was
Ronnie
blessed.
J. Come on, these
Come
names
on,
are
bro.
iconic in the world of MMA.
And they don't even really know for real.
They don't know.
They couldn't even do the math.
They don't even know.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yo,
can't
bro.
do basic math.
Habib retired from coaching.
Yeah.
I think
Bro.
that's temporary. He's gonna start. You know what? It should read more like
He about to fight.
it should read more like this. Habib retires from coaching other people besides his son, who is
Nice.
now old enough to be coached and is probably wrestling bears already. That's what he meant.
Yo.
Sorry, guys. I did it for you,
His
Islam.
kid's
His-
like 6 now, I think.
He's like, I satisfied my desire or my father's wish for Islam. That's taken care of. Now I'm gonna go start training the next champion and
Yeah.
continue.
And we're not gonna hear about him for
See,
the next 10 years, bro.
see. Mace
Except for
knows,
me when I
baby.
visit Dagestan, I'll be like, damn. You
Listen,
look
I know
just like
people.
your dad.
I know people.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, you're gonna be looking up. You're
Yeah.
like, hold up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's really what the headline should say. But yeah, so little Habib is now going to be a Spartan and never see a woman again and just be wrestling bears and getting ready to become a champion. That's all that kid's gonna do from now on. So he's had a nice time with his mother. Good job. And that's your last Turkish delight treat you're ever gonna have, son.
That's
your last-
crazy, bro.
Enjoy your last wash. The last time you're ever gonna see any kind of thing that's childish. It's time to get real. He's gonna go out there and have to go hunt like a wolf the first night.
Nah,
I
no
like a
weapons.
300.
Yeah,
No weapons.
no
He gotta choke
weapons.
the
He's
wolf
gonna have to go
out.
choke the wolf out and bring the carcass back to his dad to earn his initial respect. Even to get the training started.
I was about to say that's when the training begins.
Yeah, he's got to bring it back, impress his dad.
That's
Okay,
some Gohan shit.
well,
Nah,
I mean,
for real.
listen, I could probably see why Habib would want to take a break, and I know that this is probably part of it. He wants to be around his son because he wants his son to, even though he said something about it not wanting this for his son. I'm like, sure, buddy.
He got like
Like-
2 kids, both of them boys. Like, ain't no way.
Well, one of them's gonna get punched, and then one thing's gonna lead to another, and it's Habib's son, and there's gonna be things that are gonna happen, and it's gonna happen, and he's not gonna be able to stand it. So he's lying to himself. But it's nice of him to go back and take a break because that guy's been on the fight grind since he was his son's age, and he's about to
Yeah.
unleash that torture upon his own son as well. Unrealistic expectations set. Thank you.
bro.
Dang, bro.
Yo,
That's ass.
bro.
It's the truth though,
It would
right? I
be
mean, like,
better-
listen, it's
It would
hard.
be
It's
better
hard.
for him if Khabib at least took one loss, because then he was like, all right, everybody loses.
Oh man,
but
I mean,
his father retired undefeated. How
I
do you-
know.
bro.
But we don't even know. Maybe Khabib's kid's out there swimming in the river already. Like, fuck you. I'm good.
You see
he's
that
like-
video? Khabib
He's like out in
swimming?
the river, just like he's got his kid came out with hair on his chest.
Bro.
So anyway, good. Congratulations, Khabib. Enjoy your retirement while it lasts. He's going to be back. He's definitely cannot stay away from fighting. It's
In any capacity.
he's going to get bored. What's he going to do up there? Like, what does Khabib do? What does Khabib do for fun? Like, dude, all he does is fight. Those guys, all they guys do, they sit in saunas and sing and fight.
That's fast.
Play like
That's
basketball.
all I've ever seen them
They
do.
play basketball without dribbling. They don't give a fuck. Dribbling,
Yeah.
that's stupid.
bro.
Why learn hand-eye coordination? I'm just gonna run you over with the ball. So good for them. What else is going on?
Fucking Kevin Gastelum. His face is all busted
No,
up.
he's got
Not
herpes.
fighting.
He's got herpes.
No, he had staph too.
You
Yeah.
saw that?
Bro. Oh my God. That was so gross.
He got
Why the fuck would he take that picture and be like, yo, look at my teeth and not this hole in my face?
like it was so gross
I-
to look at. Like it visibly made me
You know
mad,
what
bro.
I don't get is why like he's probably trying to prove that he was really hurt because people are calling him a pussy, and probably 99% of those people calling him pussy were
That's the
online.
thing. He
And he's
always
like,
gets hurt.
why
We
are-
know he's
yeah,
not lying.
Yeah, but why do people care about online? Like, I don't get it. I'm hurt, dude. I got staph. It's gross. Come on, fuck off.
It's kind of the same thing when you being ostracized in like real life.
I mean, I don't know, dude. He's fucking washed up anyway.
Super washed up.
I mean, his last good win was Bisping. After Bisping was already knocked, he came into that fight knocked out. So I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. Anyway, yeah, the guy.
Well, yeah, I definitely want to show this to the people, bro.
Yo, show it to
please
him.
do, because
Show
like,
it to him
that's-
for those of you watching at home. Watch this. Look at how disgusting this is. He looks like he's got like a rotten pepperoni on his face. Like, bro.
My goodness. That's
So,
that-
Anyway, nobody
God.
wanted to really see him fight anyhow. So Sean
is just-
Strickland,
I did- I'm
Sean,
excited for
Sean
Imavov.
Strickland is actually stepping in, isn't he? Is that what's
yeah,
happening?
Sean
Yeah.
Strickland.
And
is
I'd much
stepping
rather
in.
see Sean Strickland step in. Kelvin Gastelum is done. Sean Strickland's at least funny and fun
Is he
to
really
watch.
changed his life?
It really did, yes.
He changed his life.
And dude, he's fighting at 205 with this fight, so he's not really, he's like,
Yeah,
it's a bigger fight for him, and
he's just chilling.
which is harder. He weighs he said he walks around like 215 or 220, which he fights at 185, which
He
is I
probably
mean,
well, yeah.
That's average.
he said, but
That
he's
makes sense.
kind of he's not a real fit guy. Like he does not like chiseled, so he's kind of always walking around. I think with a
yeah.
He used to fight at 170, so like
Now-
that makes
he
sense.
was
Yeah.
gordito. you
yeah.
know?
One thing about him though, Sean Strickland is I wonder if I wonder if he drinks a lot. Like is he like an off season?
I don't think so. I think
listen,
he's
he
just.
might have the persona of the Stone Cold Steve Austin, and maybe he doesn't really drink that. Maybe he's super
Yeah.
disciplined.
That's what I think. That's. What,
I think he's a
like,
lot more disciplined than people think. I think he's kind of like that.
I don't
but-
think he. I think he drinks like from time to time, obviously, but like I don't think he's like the type that's like always in the bar.
He's an interesting fighter, man. Like that last fight he had was really interesting to see him do his thing because he's not it wasn't what I expected. He fought really well.
Yeah.
yeah.
He fights really well, and he's like doesn't really get like. I could see why a better striker would fuck him up, but I said this before. He talks a lot of shit. I think he looks really scared when he fights,
He does.
very afraid, and I think that like he fights that way, like he's almost like a counter fighter.
Mm.
Because he was definitely like doing these weird slips and these little tiny angle moves and really good at it.
Yeah. It's like he's barely getting touched.
It was
and
cool.
barely
Yeah.
getting
He was
hit.
really
Like a
trusting
boxer.
his defense really well. Because a lot of MMA guys, their striking is really it's
Shitty.
really telegraphed.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, okay, I could just kind of box, stay just out of distance, maybe do some damage. It was a very interesting strategy, but it was cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's way better technical fighter than I thought. And so that was cool to see. I think he's got a legitimate chance of, excuse me, possibly winning this fight, but he's got a tough task ahead. This guy's pretty good.
Bro, I fuck with Imavov. Nasruddin Imavov is a fucking problem.
Yeah. I mean, and so we'll see. Hang on. We'll see if he's a problem after this fight. Because
Yeah, like,
Sean Strickland is a
definitely.
he's a highly ranked middleweight fighting at 205 on 6 days notice.
Yeah, true.
So
If he doesn't
if
win this, then
he
that's
should just
kinda telling.
crush Strickland. If he's the real deal, he should crush Strickland. But if Strickland beats him, then this guy can piss off. So this is
He
a
trains with Cyril Gahn.
this
That's why
is
I'm
the-
excited.
Oh my god.
That's why
This is-
I'm excited.
This you want to know who else trained with Cyril Gahn?
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, guess what happened?
Francis Ngannou's the heavyweight champion. What you mean?
I don't even know what I was saying
training
there.
with- I don't know what you was
I was just I was just trying to trick you with some stupid logic about Francis Ngannou's training partner,
Oh yeah.
who's I don't even know what that means. And I was just so anyway, so he's Cyril Gahn's training partner, and is he undefeated?
I think so. Actually, look up his record. Nasruddin Imavov.
He's 12-3.
12 and
Okay.
3
So,
at
yeah.
205. Is he ranked?
I
At
don't
this time,
believe
no.
He's ranked.
He beat Joaquin Buckley. I think.
Oh God, who hasn't?
I think that was.
Listen, I thought Joaquin Buckley had some potential.
He does. He's just not
Good
smart.
gravy.
Imavov is
He's
12th
not.
in the middleweight
Okay,
division.
12th in middleweight. So in middleweight.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're both. So Sean Strickland is a middleweight. This guy's, but they'd agreed to fight at 205 because Strickland
Yeah.
couldn't make that weight.
Yeah.
Now it all makes sense. Okay, this is better now. Okay, this is a way better fight now.
I like that. All right.
Yeah, this is a way better fight than I thought. I thought he was just a 205er that like Sean Strickland's like, fuck, I'll fight a 205er, but they're just fighting at 205 because they're both too fat. Okay, cool. This is gonna be
Bro,
great.
soft hands Dan Ige fighting.
Against
Dan
who?
Ige. Oh.
Damon Jackson.
Oh God.
Both of those guys are mid-tier, just battlers.
Damon Jackson's gonna knock him out though.
I don't think so.
Bro, Dan Ige.
Damon
punches
Jackson-
are trash.
Damon Jackson just fought the fight of his life the last fight, right? That's his brother passed away that same day, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be able to do it again.
What? Come
I think,
on.
listen, he's never really been very good.
I know, but like, Dan,
I think
he's declining.
I think they're both right where they're supposed to be.
Exactly.
So I think that Dan Ige is a better fighter. I mean, he's 50K Dan Ige. They don't call him
Facts,
50K Dan
yeah.
Ige for nothing.
That's true.
They don't call
That's
Damon
true.
Jackson 50K Damon Jackson.
That's facts.
And
that
it's not just because Dan
actually
Ige's
not his
name
nickname.
rhymes with 50K Dan Ige. He's actually won 50K. I think Damon Jackson's probably been on the receiving end of a 50K bonus. Like he was the guy. That was
chill
the guy.
out.
So
Hey, that's still 50K.
no, he actually was the guy that like got posterized or whatever it's called. Like he's the guy that knocked, and then somebody else got the 50K. That's Damon Jackson. Do you see what I
That's
mean?
so
Like he's the
fucked.
guy that was on the receiving end of it.
Damn.
So anyway, I think Dan Ige won 50K one time, probably beating up. I don't know who the fuck knows. That'll be a semi-entertaining. Actually, that'll probably be a really good fight. They're
Bro,
like right into
Damon
the-
Jackson on a fucking tear.
Oh, is that right? Let's talk to me. What's he got going on?
Bro, he's on like a 6-fight win streak. His last loss was the Ilya Temporia in 2020.
I could see how that happened. Okay, who do you beat?
Beat Charles Rosa.
Okay. that's-
2021 decision, but then KO Pat Sabatini, decision Dan Argueta,
Damn.
subbed Kamela Kirk, and this is his next fight.
All right,
He
we'll
about to
see.
fuck Dan Ige up,
What's Dan Ige looking like? Let's talk about 50K.
bro. I hate Dan Ige.
I could tell.
Yeah, because you
I
have
just
for
hate
a
it,
while.
like, I just hate the way he punched.
No,
we
I
never
mean,
addressed it, but like you
he
hated
coming.
that man.
I just hate the way he punched.
he hates the way he punches. I don't
he
blame
just
him.
he just came off a decision loss to Mavzar Evloev.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
Well, he
pretty-
lost
and then,
to a-
and then it lost to Josh Emmett. Then it lost to Korean Zombie.
This
Oh,
is
nah,
this is
it's
his
up.
comeback fight.
This is
This-
it's
nah.
up. It's over. His time has come.
I hate the way he
Oh,
punched.
They're feeding Ige to the
Ige about to
Oh
get
my
50K.
God.
50K,
50K Ige. That's his entire how much he's made in his UFC career. One time he got
Damn.
50K. Now he's trying to live off that. He shouldn't have said it. He cursed himself.
He
You don't give
did.
yourself a name like that. You see, this is why you don't give yourself nicknames, guys. It's
I'm
a
worried
bad
about
idea.
Moicano
The
now.
only person that's ever worked out for is the Jag.
That is actually fact.
But it almost turned into us giving it to him because he was kind of.
It's because he came back from a traumatic brain injury.
I think he was Jag before that.
He was, but
He
I
was-
didn't
He was
respect it till he came back.
The spirit of the Jaguar had to enter him through his indented unicorn horn.
Yes.
It's
yes,
like passed
yes.
through.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bro, to
Not
get hit with-
Jesus,
to get hit
Jaguar.
with the-
Oh my god.
Facts.
Facts.
Jaguar
But damn.
El Haguayer.
just dove right in there from the mountains.
Then went to Thailand and fought
Yep.
5 rounds for the first time.
Dude, just like
with no shin
just
guards,
cha
no
cha
elbow
cha
pads.
cha, just back and
Shout
forth
out to
across
Jag,
his face,
bro.
back and forth across the guy's face.
Bro, you
He
know how
elbowed the
insane
fuck
that
outta him.
is?
He was
elbowed
just like,
the fuck
Bro,
out of that
our
man.
dude just he
That was like a
had-
Britney Spears dance move.
Oh, get in your bag.
Just bap bap bap.
Yeah.
He just did it. It was great.
He fucked
Right across
dude
that
up.
guy's face. I
Bro,
don't think he
our
lost that
dude
fight.
Really
I
went
don't
to
either.
Thailand and fought a
He was in
5-round
there
fight for the first time. With
Drinking
no
out of
gear
the
on.
it was awesome.
I told him that to his face. I was like, bro, if that fight happened like here, you would have won. Like,
Drinking out of the bucket, just
Yes,
living
bro.
it, shitting in the hole, living it.
Living
right.
it.
So, what else is going on in that? What else we got going on?
There's a card this week in the UFC card. I don't really care too much about
Is this
it.
the Sean Strickland fight this weekend,
This
right?
is the Sean
Yeah.
Strickland fight.
That's the only fight I really care about.
Yeah, this card is super whack.
No, let's see
but
who else is on. Is there
I like
anybody?
these cards because then you get to figure out a lot of people.
Yeah.
Kind of find some names.
So many canceled.
Who's the
fights.
prospects
Ketlin
on there?
Vieira's fighting.
Okay.
Raquel Pennington.
But
if
you know what that's gonna be
You
like?
see, that's this kind of card. Though.
Yeah. Well, Raquel Pennington just stands there. She's like a walking heavy bag. Boy, that woman can take a licking.
Yeah,
She
Umar
can't-
Nurmagomedov.
That's
is
why her
fighting.
name Rocky.
Yeah, Umar.
Yeah, Umar Nurmagomedov.
He's a good fighter. He's actually a good striker.
He
Yeah.
is. He's probably the best striker of them.
Yeah,
I don't
which
even
is
think
kind of
he's-
like whatever, but you know,
I like his kicks.
yeah, he's a good kicker.
He has really
Quick.
good kicks.
Quick kicker. Nurmagomedov. That's a
Um,
tough name. I'd probably change that. It's too much to live up to.
Yeah,
It'd be like
He's not even a number.
it would be like having another Hammer Time. It's too difficult. Can't walk in these footsteps. Just
those
can't-
are like honestly the only fights that I really care about.
Oh,
on this
really?
card.
It's just like that.
There were three fights canceled. The Nazardine one got replaced though.
And this is this is from the Apex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, I actually am not sure where this one is. I hope
It's not going to be on.
Apex.
It's going to be at the Apex. I think the thing about it's so fun. I've been kind of going back and watching old Strike Force and old UFC fights, and it's almost like some of the crowds are almost like when they have it at the Apex. The Apex,
Yeah.
if they listen, the Apex was smart. This would be the greatest idea. If the Apex was smart, they would just let like 200 people in like they do. And then they'd have like watch parties all over Las Vegas where you could just go and watch on a big screen. And
Yeah.
then they could pump in that noise of those people shouting at the watch parties. It'd be rad.
It would be.
Like they could have free watch parties. UFC could have them at like a park or right outside in the parking lot of the place where you can just come and watch fights.
Mm-hmm.
But Dana, like I texted him the idea. We'll see if it happens. You know who started it. You heard it here first. All right. So but it's probably gonna be Apex fight. And then there's a real card coming up though the following weekend, correct?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, that'll be
83.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's gonna be a
283
good
has
one.
a Glover, Jamal Hill, Figueredo, and Moreno Infinity.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, that again. I kind of don't want to care.
Me neither.
I don't care about that fight again.
Me neither.
I watched those guys for 2 hours.
Like,
What are we doing?
here?
It's not even that good of a fight.
It's not.
It's like the only guys that are any like I
Bro,
don't
what's crazy? They're not the best dudes in the
yeah,
division.
where's Pantoja?
Where the fuck is
Where's
Pantoja?
Pantoja?
Where's Tetsuo Taira?
Where's Pantoja though?
Where the bro?
Why is
Pantoja's
Pantoja?
on a tear? Why isn't he fighting?
Nobody wants to see this fight again. You know, I bet Figueiredo doesn't make weight either. I bet Figueiredo does not make weight.
Bro, if he does it,
I bet he doesn't make it.
he needs to be stomped out like immediately. Somebody got.
I don't want to
gotta
see this
jump
fight.
him. They gotta jump him, bro.
You know how we never got to see Ferguson and Khabib? This is like too much now.
Like, yeah, exactly. This is the opposite.
Can
of
somebody
that.
just trip over a cable and blow out their knee? Come on.
bro? This, yeah. Then
Come on.
Pantoja can be the.
Can
Actually,
Pantoja just go?
Bro,
I got some
Pantoja
cooking. No,
beat. I think everybody. I think he beat Figueredo. No, I don't think. I think
He
Figueredo's the
lost to
only one he didn't beat.
Askarov and Kai Kara. That's why he's like.
He beat Kai Carter.
I think it wasn't it in
He beat Kai Carter. He beat like Brandon Royval. He beat a bunch of motherfuckers.
Doesn't matter.
He
I want to
beat
see
Brandon Moreno.
all I care about,
Yeah, he did. I know that for a fact. He did it twice too.
dude. I'd rather see Ray Borg fight than these two guys. Come on.
Yo,
Like I'm just done with this shit. You know, like I've seen these guys fight. This will be 5th time.
bro, and they're like the fight's not that great.
It's just I'm over it. And they're good fighters, but come on, boys. How much you gonna fleece us for your mediocre skills? Okay, so what else is on that card then?
oh, bro, this card is fucking stacked. Well, next week's card is fucking stacked.
Yeah, that's the 283. Yeah,
Yeah, some other names on here. Well, there's Gilbert Burns and Neil Magny. There's-
that's gonna be a battle.
bro. Yes, there's Lauren Murphy, Jessica Andrade. I like Lauren Murphy.
Both of these,
Facts.
both of these two last fights, these are true fan fights. You're like, oh, I want to see these two
Yeah,
do it because Lauren Murphy and Andrade, they ain't gonna be champions.
Nah,
But
they gonna
let's
bang.
see him fight for cash. Let's go.
Lauren Murphy gonna get slammed, and then she gonna wrestle Jessica Andrade. It's gonna be all right.
Dude, Andrade. I think Andrade not trying to be a champion is more dangerous than her trying to be. She's just like
She's just trying to make money.
she's a mean little bitch. She when she
She's
smacked when she
5'2".
listen, she changed Rose Namajunas when she dunked her on her fucking head.
She did.
She broke her.
She did.
She's
She
I
broke
never
her neck too.
Never want that to happen again.
Mhm.
Anyway, so
Paul Craig, Johnny Walker.
okay,
Um,
you know what?
That's gonna be
If-
so
listen,
unpredictable.
Because you know what? So the only thing that's going to save Johnny Walker in this fight is Paul Craig cannot strike.
But Paul Craig can strike. a little
Nah,
bit.
it's not dangerously. Like like Paul Craig is not.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So this is like a fight where if Johnny Walker gets flatlined by Paul Craig,
I'm literally
Jo-
going to break whatever I'm watching.
if Johnny Walker gets flatlined by Paul Craig, welcome to BKFC, Johnny Walker. Your days as a UFC fighter
it's
are
over.
done. You're done. You're just done. And he probably wouldn't even win at BKFC. He's just not, dude. He got who crushed him? Who beat the shit on him last time? Jamal Hill, right?
Yep.
He
pushed
like
him so
killed
hard.
him. He killed him. He was like, this might be the first death in the UFC because he was like, oh. Complete fucking shutdown, full Medusa, pure stiff.
I mean, he won against Ion Cutelaba, but like that just got him kicked out.
Oh, good lord, good lord. Okay, so what else is Johnny
That shit
Walker?
really happened.
The last person I really care about on this card is Terrence McKinney in the early prelims.
I thought you said
versus-
Terrence McKenna, the godfather of psychedelics. Okay, no, not
McKinney,
Terrence McKenna. Yeah,
He trains with Micah B, Coach Micah B from Instagram, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Micah B's cold. I like him. He's one of my favorite coaches.
Yeah. So, in what weight class is that?
That's lightweight.
Lightweight. So these guys are on the come up. That's a tough. No matter what, like I'm waiting for the next. I mean, Islam is the top dog at 155, but you know what? For now, I don't know, but we'll see how he does moving forward. But I want to see the new dogs come up and see what happens at 155 because that division is always the truth.
Yes.
Like there is like always dogs there. There's never lack of competition. And if Volkanov, you know what?
That would be insane. No, okay. Fuck.
I wonder
I was
what-
about to say previous. That would actually be crazy.
What are the betting odds in that fight right now? I wonder what they are. Because
It's got to be some absurd.
he's got to be like 6-1. There's
it
no like
has to be crazy.
so. But if Volkanovski can win that fight, which actually like now that Khabib's not involved with Islam anymore in coaching, I want Volkanovski. I want to see Volkanovski win this. I don't care. I want to see it. I would love it. It would be one of the great. It would probably be the greatest upset in MMA history if he beats Islam Makhachev at 155 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It will be insane. And do I think Volkanovski can do it?
Yeah,
Yes.
I do.
Will I think it will it happen?
Probably not.
Probably not. But God, that guy is a shockingly surprising human being. So we'll see. And he's grown on me a lot in the past couple years. He was really bad on Tough, and I was like, this guy's a dork. Because that show just sucked. Period. So
I think that was just Craig Jones bringing out the like kind of like
no, you
cringy
want to know something? That show just all the personalities are handcuffed. If you put Volkanovski from 10 years ago on there, I guarantee he's an asshole and he's nuts and he's great for TV. I guarantee it's a whole different show. But Tough is neutered now because of social media. None of those guys in the previous era that are doing all that crazy shit doubt they'd ever be on like you can't. Father Time is literally undefeated in the future. The internet is undefeated in the past.
Mm.
Like you can't outrun that shit anymore.
Mm-mm.
You're done, and the internet will never lose. And this is what people have to understand now. And so you see people on TV shows like Tough. These guys want to be pro fighters. They don't want to have their fucking Judy Brown moment, or they don't want to have their fucking let me bang bro moment. They don't want that anymore. People don't want that, and that they don't want that. That'll
I feel
haunt.
like that's an excuse. You can do that and still you can. There's a line. There's a line that like some
The last 2 seasons of that show
have been terrible.
all the fucking drama has been manufactured. It's been, as the youngsters say, cringe because it's been bad,
Yeah,
really bad.
it's like they're not being themselves, and like that's what made Tough great. Like the people were genuinely
Yeah,
being
they
themselves.
gotta incorporate some of the Love Island shit on there, make it like a little spicy.
Yeah, bro.
Bring in some chicks, whatever they need to do, cause some real drama. Anyway, so yeah, they're not really getting drunk like they used to. Okay,
Nah, bro.
that was
you
the
gotta
best.
Take care of your body. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, but listen, once the guys used to lose their fights, they're like, fuck it. They start getting drunk the whole time. That was the best.
Francis Ngannou's been like in a lot of fight talks. He's been like hitting pads back. So he's like out of surgery. He's in recovery. He's doing well.
His kick's been looking good.
Yeah, his kick's been looking good. What do y'all think about Francis Ngannou?
He's got it. All they have to do is book that fucking fight with him and Jones. That's all they got to do. And I would would probably do a little pop locking and breakdancing once they announce that, because that has to be signed contracts. That is going to be, and maybe the UFC is kind of just really milking the will they happen and looking for the exact right moment, because
Ngannou's head coach said he's optimistic that the fight will happen, but he don't think it'll be in March.
I don't care, but I don't want it to be in March.
Francis
I
is
think
gonna
they're
have
going to
to
save for
answer to
international
somebody.
fight
Week.
They're so smart, dude. It's going to be
That's
when
like the first week of July, first week in June.
when's UFC 300?
Bro,
Jim Miller's fighting soon.
I've been doing calculations for that.
Is he
They
really?
want Jim Miller to fight on UFC 300.
Yeah.
Is it this year?
UFC 300 might be this year.
Because it's 282 right now.
284, 286.
They gotta have
they're up
18
to
more.
286.
8, and they can do 12 a year.
Yeah.
12 a year tops, right?
Nah.
So UFC 300
next
might
year.
be next year. That's a bummer.
That's okay.
Jim Miller gonna take the year off.
Listen, no,
boys.
hang on, boys.
He better.
Hang on, fellas. It's actually great because maybe both of you be on UFC 300.
300
maybe.
next year.
Yeah.
Nah.
You never know.
You
Nah,
know,
there's-
people
Listen,
getting
optimistic.
Hey.
It may happen. So don't say no.
never
You never
say
might. You might
never,
get the
bro.
call.
I maybe be in one championship.
You
There's
might
an
get the call.
18-year-old in the
All I'm
UFC
saying is
right
it might
now,
not be
bruh.
your goal, but that may be a destination. Now, UFC, at least UFC 400 then,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
For
definitely.
sure.
because that'll be
That's another
4.
10 years.
No, that won't be 10 years. It's like 4 years of every 4 years that you get them. So listen, if
Yeah,
they
definitely
if they
by
do
then.
12 a year, 8 years.
8.
Yeah,
I'll
just
be in
about.
by then.
Yeah.
No, maybe you'll be if your last comeback fight, they're going to bring you out of retirement to knock out the new guy coming up, and you just go in there, just knock him
find
out,
me.
15 seconds,
Cejudo
done deal.
style.
Still the champ, bitches. Walk away, count your money, done deal.
I can make that happen.
Yeah, that's more realistic. UFC 400, Deuce's comeback, and then Ronnie J. What are you gonna? We're gonna be fighting that card too. UFC 400 be announcing by that time.
Definitely. I got to fight on a 100 card. Like
All right.
just a
One
big
of 'em.
number. One of them.
All right. So what else? What else? So Ngannou versus Jones is the only heavyweight fight to make, though. I mean, I don't care about
Yeah.
seeing him fight anybody else.
Yeah. Tai Tuivasa's retiring. I think.
I just don't. I think Tuivasa just is like super satisfied with his career. He just.
He should be.
Dude, Garen fucking
honestly.
teeth though. His contract probably gets him a few $100,000 every fight. So fuck yeah, I'll go. He trained really hard for the Cyril Gane fight. He said he did. He really trained professionally, and he's like, you know what? That's as good as it gets. So now he's like, let me just go back to my old ways and just kind of beat people sometimes. Rely on the old methods. Get in, get out, drink some beer out of a fucking shoot. Done deal.
And that's okay. Like,
Totally okay.
More fighters should be okay with that. Like he got into he's a top 5 heavyweight. He became a top 5
Yeah,
heavyweight.
and once again, he
That's
can
forever.
do 2 or 3 knockouts. You're back in the heavyweight championship fight again.
That's
How it works at heavyweight.
Yeah.
But
It's a terrible division. I'm gonna be honest.
it's just it's an erratic division. How about that? It's very erratic.
Because anything can, like
That
one
weird
fight-
that weird Russian
Just
guy
like
that knocked
that.
him out though was scary. He's like I think he's like somehow related to Fedor because he looks like in shape.
Fedor probably got a lot of kids, bro.
Fedor,
Fedor probably got a lot of kids.
Lot
I'm
of-
gonna just be real.
a lot of
Yeah,
a lot of stoic tough kids around.
Yo, what do you how do y'all feel like the Leon Edwards and Usman trilogy will go? The third.
We talked about it before. I think that Usman just beats him up this time. I don't think there's no mercy. I think
it's gonna. I think both of them are gonna improve. Like
I think this is gonna be like the best one, the hardest one. I think they'll like one of them will probably retire after this one, or both of them.
I'm not saying Leon got lucky, but Leon did snatch victory
He did
from the jaws of defeat in the 11th hour of that battle in a real Hail Mary attempt. He didn't really beat. I mean,
but
that's not
having
yeah.
the time
Sure.
to get better from that still.
And he did,
with that kick in your back pocket.
and beyond that, the psychology of the fight and his belief now is different. He weathered a lot of Usman's worst and best. You know, like Usman was really
he took
putting
him down. He took Usman down.
Yeah, but Usman was also hurting him bad. Usman hurt
He
him bad in
was.
that fight a
Yeah.
few times, and
To the
so
body a lot.
yeah, he was tenderizing those fucking ribs, dude. He was smashing them.
No, you could see it in the way Leon was breathing too.
Yeah, but once you kind of Leon's been through that again. We were talking before the podcast. What he thought was hard before, now Leon may think is not as difficult as it once was. He sees the weaknesses in Kamaru Kamaru's game. So, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're an expert. There's nothing. I would see with that scenario that might not play out. I hope it's a competitive fight. I hope it's wild.
It's gonna be 2-2 going into.
Like I really hope Kamaru doesn't just come in there and just because I think what Kamaru's going to do is hold him down now.
Yeah.
And just trying to like do that whole trip.
Oh,
You got one last thing.
fucking Dana White's bullshit ass shit yesterday. That kind of ticked me off.
His apology.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be punished. I don't need to be punished. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Fuck him.
What are you gonna
bro.
do? But listen, also, I'm just asking this to play as a bit of a devil's advocate, but his wife should be punished as well. Then,
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
but if they're not pressing charges against each other, then
I guess
what
that
can
makes
you
sense.
do?
it's a family squabble.
Yeah, that is
People-
valid.
In the
People don't
court of
understand.
public opinion, the
It's
jury
1-1.
It's
It's
it-
1-1.
but also the court of public opinion. People have their opinions about Dana White no matter what, and I think he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't think he gives a fuck. He was making bologna fucking pies on fucking Friday, just right after it. He doesn't give a shit. His wife obviously doesn't give a shit.
So she apologized too, as
and-
she should have.
And
Facts.
Domestic violence can be mutual.
and so
I don't get why people don't understand.
so he he made a lot of some valid points in the sense like, what am I supposed to do? You want to suspend me? Fine. You're still gonna be running shit.
yeah.
Exactly.
There's not really anything you can do.
Okay. I just
So,
kind of wanted to
it-
say
it-
fuck him still.
It is
a
like,
little bit.
and truthfully, you're right. Fuck him because he's taken the high ground on all these guys in the past.
Exactly.
No matter what, he's fucked now. I mean, like fighters can always
He said that too.
he's
was
got
like,
the
"No,
scarlet.
this
He's got
is
the scarlet letter of an abuser
for life.
for life. And nobody gives a shit. His wife hit him first. So
Nah.
that being said, his punishment, I think, in the public court of opinion is pretty bad, no matter what. That being said, we are sponsored here by Coach Mike over at Life of a Fighter, so check him out. We've got our socialist medias going on with all the good stuff, Twitter, the works. If you're not on it, you should know already. This has been Mace Hammertime. I am the deadliest man in the known universe. Say
It's your boy Ronnie J.
Deuce Almighty.
500-0 Hammertime out.